Alright, let's wait for the notification squad to kick in.
It's in the 7th. Yeah. One from that. What was if I just push something, but...
Alright, we got people coming up. I already see people in the chat right now. So we got Big Ryan, what up? Cemetery Lady, Buttermilk Love Nugget, that'd be the name, the Big Bad Wolf and Tales from the Lotus podcast. Minion, alright. What's going on, everybody? It's KreyzMcKormik up in this bitch. And I see Child's Play Ninja up here. We're going to be talking about a couple of things. CPN, I got my new rig in today. Okay. Oh, we got Polly, Spooky Tuesday. Wow, man, Doug Parvey, and a bunch of other people. I can't honestly let this get in the way of everything going on in my brain right now. But there are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. And before I do that, I might as well go ahead and get some shilling out of the way. So first off, Super Chat is available. I have my phone set down here so that way if I see somebody doing a Super Chat, I'll know. And nothing is being held up for review anymore, so say whatever the fuck you want, I don't care. So that's one thing. The second thing is that Patreon is available. Easy as $1 a month to get in, and we'll be able to do Patreon exclusive shit. $5 if you want to get shout outs in any of my videos that I make or any of the live streams that I make. Jazzer, what's up? Now, speaking of which, as of right now, there's only one person doing the $5 no, it's not Becklin. There's only one person that's doing the $5 Patreon, so they deserve a free fucking shout out for that, and that is Ms. Moon Rain, and she is getting her fucking shout out here and now. So shout outs to Ms. Moon Rain for being a part of my Patreon. Thank you for being a patron. The third thing, of course, this shit right here that I've got fucking hanging up. It's cool having a PlayStation 4 so that way you can actually throw all of this shit up for product placement and stuff like that. Shirts on the top, as you can see, you have the KreyzMcKormik fan art dragon shirt playing the Nintendo. I love this fucking shirt. Then there's this one right over here, which is actually another fan art shirt made by Ninja with a Pencil that's running with a console. And on the back, it actually does say, running with a motherfucking console, which you can actually get on the KreyzMcKormik shit store. Link is in the description below. All my Juggalo related shirts for this channel are going to be 17 bucks. Now the shirts on the bottom over here, these are meant as kind of like a side project. These are not going to be special prices or anything like that. But these shirts down here are actually part of a second one that I want to have spread out, but I don't want anybody to know that it's me. So the only people that are actually knowing that it's me are people who watch my channel. But I want you guys to try to post this. I actually want to see if I can get this spread out across the fucking board and see how many people are actually willing to buy shirts like this. And this store is actually called The Anonymous Anarchist. The idea behind it is that I'm trying to make offensive, funny, and random shirts. So right here at the way left over here, I'm going to start with this one. This one ought to piss off the social justice warriors because just like you guys, I don't have time for your social justice bullshit. And I made that specifically for anybody who is an anti-SJW person. Now the next one right here, I actually thought this was a cool idea. This was a promotion for St. Patrick's Day. I have this one and another shirt that's more localized. But this one says, I'm not Irish, I'm just an alcoholic. Obviously it's green, and the wording right here is in the is in the colors for the Irish flag. So I thought that was really fucking cool. The other one that I actually have, which is a local one, it's a green shirt and it says in red, I attended Pulaski Days, this is cute. Pulaski Days, in case you guys don't know what that is, it's a 3-day event where in Grand Rapids, Michigan, we have a lot of Polish halls. So they and most of those are just supposed to be going towards like official members and stuff like that. So people like pay, I don't know, like $50 a year or something like that to be a part of a hall, and they can go there and just get sloshed for discounted price on beer. But on Pulaski Days, the doors are flung wide open to anybody who wants to come in and get sloshed. During the day, usually people try to come over to the Polish halls around Grand Rapids, and they try to, they try all of the Polish delicacies like kielbasa, glumki, and other things like that. Now, yeah, I've been wondering that myself. But anyways, we also have another thing that we have around here called Irish on Ionia, which on the corner of Ionia and Fulton, for this whole weekend or this whole day, depending on what's going on, during St. Patrick's Day, they block off that entire street of Ionia for like 2 or 3 full blocks, where they set up all of these beer things, and everybody basically goes there to get fucking wasted. Nobody, and I'm sure Echoside Fiend, if he's in here, he could agree with me, because he and I actually had a conversation about this. Nobody really goes to Irish on Ionia and gives a shit about the music or the culture or anything like that when it concerns all of that shit. Mostly people just go to Irish on Ionia to get fucking wasted, and then when it's done at 10 o'clock, what's going on with that? Oh, they're still going to stay on the strip and go to the bars already fucked up. But to be totally honest, the people, and that's only for like one night. Pulaski Days is 3 nights. 3 nights of inebriation and constant fucking beer swilling. I have picked up more college kids drunk off their ass during Pulaski Days than I have with Irish on Ionia. In comparison, Irish on Ionia is cute, and that's why I made this shirt. But these shirts down here, they don't have the Juggalo price. These are actually for $21.99 to start with. So if you really want one of these shirts, fucking go for it. If you don't, you don't. If you do, it's all in the good. But that's basically it. But one thing I would like you guys to do: share the channel, share the store, but don't tell anybody that it's me. Don't tell anybody that it's me, because I actually want to see how far that shit can go, and I'm just making them. This is going to be the only time that I'm going to be advertising my shirts for the Anonymous Anarchist store, and that's about as far as it's going to go. It looks like we have one super chat up in here, and that's 99 cents from Buttermilk Love Nugget. And it doesn't say anything because it's less than $2. But shout-outs are going out to Buttermilk Love Nugget for that 99 cents. I'm pretty sure that I can spend it in more than one place, depending on where I go. But nevertheless, now that the shilling is out of the way, I spent like 8 minutes fucking shilling this shit out to you. Let's go ahead and get into the meat and berries of the situation. So the first thing is yesterday I ended up making that video that I was talking about the loss of my NES Man shirt. And it's been highly debated between everybody in the Juggalo community that watches my shit and knows what's going on when it concerns that stuff. What up, Juggalotus BD? A lot of people have actually been trying to speculate who was it that actually got the content claim. Was it Nintendo? Was it Psychopathic? Chances are, more than likely, it's going to be Nintendo because of the fucking controller thing and all of that stuff. It could have been that. It could have been Psychopathic. Been like, okay, so let me get this straight. We're letting him into the con, and then he's going to turn around and sell shirts like this. Fuck him. But I haven't gotten a call from Psychopathic or anything like that says, fuck you, And Nintendo is notorious for doing that type of stuff. Like, they won't let you do live streams for any of their games, whether it be like Mario, Zelda, any of the franchised games that they have, which makes no fucking sense. I would think that since the last CEO of Nintendo died, that shit would have actually changed up. But you know, it hasn't happened. So I guess whatever, it is what it is. You know, but I've been debating about whether or not I want to try to put it on a different company, like Spreadshirt or something like that, and it might happen again, it might not. The only thing that I've actually been leaning more towards doing has been one of two options. One is that the NES Man shirt is dead and gone forever, because obviously we have a suitable replacement in my eyes. This shirt right here, I feel that this shirt is a suitable replacement. So that's one option. I mean, like, instead of getting the NES Man shirt, you do this. Or, I actually looked into it, and there's a possibility that I could take the route of Chuck Reeves, which what he normally does is he has people pay him his PayPal shit, and then, you know, and then before you send it, you give out the information. You know, like what your name is, and the address, the size, the color, the design that you want for it, and stuff like that. And he'll put in the information, and he'll send you the shirt, and still be able to make a profit doing that. And you know, so that's, you know, so that's another option. You know, and I, you know, I'm kind of on the fence between one of those two options, whether or not I want to try to do that and risk putting in all the effort and time and stuff like that, doing that type of shit, or just saying fuck it, it's dead and gone. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in the I'm gonna fucking go in the other room and grab a smoke. Are you done with your homework? Huh? Connor, take the Nintendo, go in your room with it. So, okay, so as of right now, the only person that's saying something is Ryan Johnson saying to keep the shirt. Definitely do it the PayPal way. I mean, you know, like, well, dude, Ryan, the shirt, like a normal shirt like this does come in up to 5X. It goes from small to 5X. So I can do 5X, and then it also has LT, 1X, 2X, and 3XT, you know, for the big and tall motherfuckers. I'm actually thinking about taking the PayPal money and getting myself one of those shirts, because I want to get myself a 3XT. You know, get, like, seriously, like, if I get a 5X specifically for the purpose of it reaching down to my thighs, but it looks like I'm wearing a big black parachute. So, like, I would rather have it just keep it at 3T, and then, you know, just have the shirt go all the way down to my knees. And that, you know, and it's been something that I've honestly been, you know, going back and forth. 4XLT, sorry, but like 3XLT is like the biggest one that you have going on. Right, yeah. Like, why? I bet you what it is. Now, here's the thing, Progressive Ninja. I already know what it is that they're doing. They're buying all of their shirts in bulk. So they are the ones that aren't getting, you know, like, they could even go to Spreadshirt or Teespring or one of those, one of those commercialized print stores that they have on the internet, and they could just order in bulk, have them put all of these shirts up, and then they get it shipped over to the dojo, and that's when once they get it, they advertise it. Hatchet Man with Sega or PlayStation? See, like, the thing about it though is, like, I mean, I'm on the fence when it concerns Sega. PlayStation and Xbox is kind of like a no-go, because I'm a bigger fan of cart systems than I am of disc-based systems. So, yeah, Buttermilk Love Nugget, but that is coming up. No, I said the dojo. Big Bad Wolf. I said, if Nintendo finds out, their Nintendo rip-offs will disappear quick. How much you want, like, but here's a question though. If they did that, do you think that that would also make it so Gmo Ski's 8-Bit Filth album would get thrown off the shelves, and they wouldn't be able to sell 8-Bit Filth? Because, you know, like, I mean, if that's the case, then they could, you know, they could have Gmo Ski's fucking, like Dragon Ball Z fucking CD thrown out if Toei ended up finding out about it. Isn't it Toei that does it? I think it's fun. Yeah, Toei Funimation that does Dragon Ball. Because I know it's not Amniplex. That's Full Metal Alchemist. No, it might have, it could have been a possibility, but which is weird because, you know, actually now that I think about it, I did make NES one of the tags, but I figured that that would be a good idea to make that easier to find. Yeah, exactly. Toei should sue Gmo because of the fucking, you know, the filthy spirit bomb. And then Nintendo should sue Gmo Ski because of Nintendo. You know, being, you know, because of 8-bit filth. Fuck Gmo Ski, he can pull ski between Jamie and Paul. Yeah. What up, Riders187? And I saw that somebody else was up in here. Chainsaw? Yeah, Chainsaw Wielding Maniac. Long time for me. I ain't made it to your live stream in forever. Yeah, I agree. Where the fuck have you been? So, you know, I think what I'll do is, yeah, that should be the case. And I think I have my PayPal email, like my email address is in the description for my PayPal. So if you want that NES Man shirt, throw me $17 in my PayPal. Just make sure it has your name, your address, and the you know, and the shirt size, color, and you know, and I'll just, and tell me whether or not you want it in men's or women's, and I'll throw it on there. So, you know, and then I'll send it to you. Let's see how far that actually can go before I get a cease and desist letter from Nintendo. Smoking Polsky? Oh, okay, I get it. It's a playoff of Gmo. I get it. I'm on to you. I'm definitely on to you. I got word that, yeah, Fabulous Fred Fury. I keep on forgetting what it is. Fred Fury is going to be angry. Oh, yeah, I can guarantee that there's going to be sneak disses left and right. No, Max, like, they do make up to 5X, but there's only certain colors that will allow it to get up to 5X. Where's my lighter? I'm missing a lighter. He gave birth to the names Skiing and Dodge Ram trucks with two gay truckers known as Madrox and Monoxide, also known as the Ram Ranch Honcho. Yeah, so do I, Max. That's why I'm planning on getting like a 3XT. CPN needs 5X because I need a CPN shirt. I forget who CPN goes through. By the way, Max, how do you like that wrench sitting right next to your name? What I think you could probably do with that, copy and CPN as well. Both of you guys have wrenches. So, Fearless Fred Fury, thank you. Both of you guys, both CPN and Maximum Overload, copy and paste, like, the shit store link that I have in the description, and also go ahead and plug the fuck out of Jugacord, you know, on here. You know, because, like, obviously I can't type this shit out, and you know, because hands-free and everything, I'm using my PlayStation. So there's that. Unpredictable Gamer. I'm gonna be on Cox News. All right. Yeah, dude, RJ, fucking find out, wear, like, I don't know, whatever shirts you buy, try to see if you can find the company that makes those shirts, and I can probably see if I can cross-reference to find something that makes 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, and 8T, 8XTs. Now, Unpredictable Gamer brings this up. He apparently is going to be on Fox News because of bullies. Now, speaking of bullies, I want to go ahead and go into the next segment. And I figured I'd make this last because this is going to be the longest segment, and I only really want to be on here for like an hour. Why are you Ghost? Why are you Ghost? I can see you. I can read your shit. Oh. Man, fuck that. Dude. Right? No, yeah, 9X is a fucking parachute, Big Bad Wolf. But you know what? I'd probably wear it. Now, speaking of bullies and getting bullied off of the fucking internet, Krimzon X ended up making a video yesterday or today or something like that. I happened to come across it, and just to be on the smart side, I decided to keep his last video, where he ended up basically saying that, like, over and over and over again for like 45 fucking minutes, the fact that apparently people hate him so much that aside from going onto his live streams and fucking talking shit on his live streams whenever he fucking shows up on YouTube, but apparently at the end of every live stream, somebody ends up flagging it for bullying of some sort, and so like he fucking apparently is quitting YouTube. He's not going to do any more vlogs. He's not going to do the grill and kill, which was honestly something that I was looking for, because any chance that anybody has of fucking throwing my name in the mix, like that's fucking hilarious to me. But this really goes to show that this is not the realm that dude belongs in. Like, he should have just stuck to making music videos and fucking throwing them on there and never looking at it. Like, the only time that he should be looking at YouTube is when he's uploading a fucking video. Fuck looking at the comments. You don't have to disable the comments. You don't have to do any of that shit, especially if you're that much of a fucking pussy that you can't handle the people that you're fucking getting hate from. He already, like I said before, a bunch of fucking times, he admitted that when he did the Dr. Phil shit, he already was under the impression that everybody fucking hates him, so he might as well just play the role, and that was the character that he wrote for himself on the Dr. Phil show. So he knew that it was going to go from being a local hatred to a nationwide hatred. And maybe some other ninjas that were able to bootleg the fucking Dr. Phil show from across the pond and watch it in the UK, and then they would also, they would also end up giving massive hatred to King Krimzon, But, last night I was on No Fucks Given Radio, and with CPN and Little Chuck, Big Will, and somebody else, like I think it was Unknown Ninja, and a couple of other people. Like, some of y'all probably saw me up in the chat. What up, Lakeland Lunacy? Lakeland Lunacy is the motherfucker that made this shirt, by the way. And I also see that Ecocide Fiend is up in here, and Crazy McNuggy Nuggets. I love these clone names. I like these people. But here's the thing, though, when it gets back to what I was talking about. The fact that the dude can't handle heat. He likes to create heat, but he doesn't like to get the blowback. Like, the fuck? If you're gonna create heat for yourself, if you're gonna make negative heat for yourself, you better expect some fucking blowback. And then when you fight the blowback, I've tried the Szechuan sauce. It's not bad. But, you know, when you try to fight the blowback, you're just going to get more fucking blowback. And that doesn't make any sense now, does it? It's just you know, it just keeps on. It's wax on, wax off. It just keeps on repeating itself over and over again. To a point where it's just like, okay, now what's the next step? We already hated on this motherfucker to piss him off. And I don't know if we could get him any more pissed off by the things that we say. Let's flag his shit falsely. Now, I'm not saying under any circumstances that when, you know, I'm not saying under any circumstances did I, under any way, shape, or form, go on a social media site and tell people you should go fuck with King Krimzon. And neither did anybody else that he's been beefing with since the Dr. Phil show, whether it be Chuck Reeves, Mad Max, CPN, or anybody else. You know, I don't think any of us have actually said, go to his live streams and fucking bully the shit out of him. Let's get a goon squad together. You know, I don't think anybody ever said, let's get a goon squad together and fucking find out where he lives so we can tag dicks on his house, or throw pennies at his car, or key it, or slash his tires, or whatever the fuck happened to his car. You know, like, I don't think any of us ended up having any involvement with that whatsoever. It might have, if anything, been some local hate that ended up coming onto that cat. But the question remains, though, like, if you're going to do live vlogs, you got to understand that there are going to be people who hate you because of the fucking shit that you portrayed for yourself. Like, you created a character to publicize yourself with. And that's what caused people to think that you are that type of person. Now it doesn't matter what you say in order to debate it. You can't necessarily, you know, that's basically like saying, okay, like Andre the Giant legitimately hated Hulk Hogan, and then off the camera, you know, they're like the best of friends. Like at the end of WrestleMania 3, you saw those two motherfuckers get into a truck together. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense like that. Like, sure, you created the kayfabe character of King Krimzon on the Dr. Phil show for everybody to fucking see, and you made up a character to make people think that that's who you are. But now, you know, you have now because of that, you have to basically fucking spend the rest of your career fighting people, telling them, no, that's not who I really am. And then on top of that, you end up getting pissed off and you fucking throw shade at everybody. You know, like, dragon emojis for anybody who agrees with me when I say that the motherfucker kind of did all of this to himself. If he didn't even try to go on Dr. Phil, none of this would have never happened. It would have been a lot better if he just remained a local cat where only a couple thousand people hated him. And then that would have been it. They just announced Hell's Pit for this year's gathering. They're doing a Hell's Pit concert. That's dope. Yeah. Now, after watching that Grill and Kill episode that he and DJ Venom did, I honestly have to agree with Maximum Overload in a sense. I don't really have any more respect for him than I did before, but what I can see now is the fact that him being a shitty rapper is irrelevant. It's just the fact that he's entertaining. In one way, shape, or form, whether it's positive or negative heat, he is entertaining as fuck. And I think that that's what the most important part of all of it is. Shenron crazy shirt. You're not gonna buy this one, RJ? Oh, why the fuck not? Oh, wait. You're Irish, though, aren't you? Oh, shit. Shout out to Tara Garbow for that $2 super chat. She said that she just picked up a hot tank top. Please tell me, was it the one that's like? Did you take a look? Is it from one of these shirts, or was it one of the other shirts that you found, Tara? Come to find out that whenever super chats come up and somebody comments, it doesn't show up on here. So smack that shirt crazy. I want to see it bob. Fuck yeah. Would be dope, just saying. Now, there's an idea with this in mind that I honestly think needs to be done. Carnival Spirits needs to make a Gnome Saiyan shirt where it's like it's the Gnome Man that they have for their logo, except it's got a fucking Saiyan beard and Saiyan hair. Like, it needs that type of shit. Honestly, Sam Slee's King Krimzon at one point was the hype man for Chaos Anubis, I believe. And they also ended up doing like a duo thing called Mass Murderers with a Z in the word murderers. So you know that they're fucking edgy. And I hate saying that type of shit about my boy Chaos. I love Chaos. I just wish that, he didn't have to fucking be around King Krimzon, because I honestly think that dude is a fucking sleaze. No pun intended, Sam. Exactly, like fucking yeah. Studio 17 says that he's working on a few new designs for Carnival Spirits. Crazy McNugget Nuggets. I hate Krimzon. Can I get a hell yeah? Right? Krimzon 316? No, that doesn't work out. McKormik 316. I just roasted your ass. How's about that one for an idea? For everybody who agrees on that type of idea for a shirt, put in Crazy 316. I just roasted your ass. If I get 5 people to fucking say that shit in the chat, I'm making it a shirt. That's 2 so far. 3. Where's the Crazy McNuggy Nugget shirt? 4, 5, right there. Hell yeah. 6. Uh-huh. I'll even have it written on the back. I just roasted your ass. And I'm actually thinking about this. The last live stream, if you smell what Crazy is roasting. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh, fuck yeah. Eastsider's got it on point, dude. Yeah. Now, like, here's some other, like, there's been a lot of other ideas that I have been coming up with. I just wish that I had the know-how behind Photoshop to be able to do some of this stuff. Now, I know that I have a couple of people at my whim to be able to do some shit. So, like, I don't know. If anybody wants to try these out, try to design some of these and send them my way, I'll be able to put them on shirts. 3 ideas that I already have. Now the McKormik 316 shirt, that's a given, and I can do that myself. So there's that. The second one was actually... Oh, you might be coming up to Detroit for ICP and Attila? Nice. Okay, whatever, Daisy. So anyways, so that was one idea that I had. A second idea, that is a good idea to do a Valor Club or a Bullet Club parody. I would want to do that. The third idea that I've had, and I think that this design should go to every YouTuber out there. and just basically have it so that way they get the profit of whatever amount of shirts that they sell. So it would be, you know, so like this design would be going to me, this design would be going to CPN, this design would be going to Carnival Spirits, Studio 17, and whoever else that we can share this with. And what it would be is it would be an NWO logo, except it would say YJT, and underneath it says YouTube Juggalo Community, and it would look exactly like the NWO logo.
Daddy.
Like, that would be cool. What? Are you done with your homework? Go ahead. Just don't make a mess, and you'll be good. So there's that idea. So get one, you know, so make an NWO parody, but it says YJT. Like that I think would be good. Either that or JYT. I'm not sure. It would probably look a lot better if it said JYT, because the Y would be the only letter that's capitalized. So that's an idea. Juggalo YouTube community shirts in the style of the New World Order shirts from WCW. Now the next one is probably the not necessarily the worst. I think that this would be a really great idea, but I have no idea how I'd be able to do it, so I would actually need somebody to help me out using Photoshop in order to get this. First off, what I would need to do is take a picture of myself, my face. You know, my face would get a picture. Just like this, backwards hat, probably take my glasses off, and then, you know, obviously the beard. Half of my face, from like here to here, would end up having the dragon scales going down the side of my face, the silver dragon scales, red eye, and I would want it to be realistic as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would look absolutely real. And there's one guy that I actually have in mind to do this type of shit, to do that type of thing. And I don't know, like, this might actually be the first shirt where I would actually have to pay somebody in order to get this done, because the person I want it done by is Tom Wood. Now, I don't have a whole lot of pull in the Juggalo community or anything like that, but I would love to have that, because if anybody who's played Into the Echo Side, or even at least seen the cards, or that are in that shit, or even fucking seen some of the t-shirts that Tom Wood has actually made, he makes some very realistic shit. And that is, to me, like he does very good artwork, and he does very good design. But I would love to have that done where it's just a picture of me, because somebody in the last live stream ended up saying something about how they want to have a t-shirt with my face on it. And this has been an idea that I've had for quite some time. I've just never been able to get around to coming up with the meat and berries of the entire thing. So you guys tell me, man. What do you think about those ideas when it concerns all of that shit? Yeah, I know, Chainsaw. Meat and potatoes is far more Irish. Nah, dude, fucking... No, you want to know what's more Irish than meat and potatoes? I honestly think is it's got to be like corned beef hash and cabbage. Like, that just screams Irish like a motherfucker. I mean, yeah, you know, you got the potatoes, but it's like 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the meat and you got the potatoes, but you've got corned beef hash and cabbage. And then you wash it down with Guinness or Killian's. I actually, dude, like, did anybody try that Reuben that they were selling at Subway? That was actually not that bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tara, I have Tom Wood on my friends list, but I'm just like, I don't know, like, if, you know, like, I don't know, should I impose? Like, would I be imposing if I asked him about that? Or something? You know? I mean, obviously we've seen the artwork and shit, but that would be a dope shirt to put up. You know, maybe I could, you know, maybe eventually I could message him or something like that and be like, hey, I'm wondering if you can fucking make me a design. You know, this is what I want. Do I, you know, like, would you like me to fucking pay you or whatever? Like, that's the question. And be like, I don't want to insult him by saying, okay, how much do I have to pay you in order to get this? You know, something like that, you know? Alright, see you later, McNuggy Nuggets. You know, like, that's the only thing, like, you know, because it's not like I know him, you know? I mean, it's Tom Wood. He's a public figure. You know, who happens to be working alongside Psychopathic for all of their merch. So the question would be, like, how do I come across this? I mean, shit, like, I already talked to Keegan the Creepass, and, like, that was just because we bonded over a Nintendo Complete set, you know? But it's not like I'm gonna be like, hey, man, you want to be on my fucking show? Because, you know, we're homies now, you know, or something like that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Tom Wood asked you to be his friend? Nice. I mean, I would rather have that Tom as a friend of mine on Facebook than the Tom from MySpace. How fucked up would that be, by the way, to be friends with Tom from MySpace on Facebook? So one of the days Twisted's playing on Warped Tour is the 19th of July in Ohio during the Gathering of the Juggalos. Oh, just asking? Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know, I can. I'll be totally honest. When you know, I said some shit about the sex files during this whole thing. You know, during that whole thing with Replicon Radio and everything. And I honestly have to take something back, or even reiterate what I said, because when I ended up making that shit, like, I said that I thought Keegan's show sucked. I do have to actually say this in the defense of what I said, is I watched the first episode, and it was kind of like, what the fuck? This isn't anything kind of like what I expected. And I actually just shut it off and didn't watch the rest of the show. But now talking to Keegan, you know, it's cool though that, you know, there is something about Keegan the Creepass that I can actually relate to. So with that being said, you know, I might as well try to give Keegan the Creepass another try. My turds for you, buddy. That's funny. That is a funny name. And this actually goes, like shit like this actually goes back to what exactly it was that I was fucking talking about. Crazy, are you Dem or Reb? I don't know how to fucking respond to that. Like, what's what? Gingers are sexy, the fuck you talking about? Some gingers can be sexy. I will agree to that. Unless you're Copper Cab. That dude scares the shit out of everybody because he steals souls! Dark Knight Ninja saying, do you know the way? Yes, I know the way. If you actually go over to Facebook, there's a room called Juggalo Knuckles. Check him out, because I ended up doing an episode with him and we were talking about the way. Like, he definitely thinks I know the way. And it's actually pretty cool because it looks like a Ugandan Knuckles with like ICP and Psychopathic and fucking Juggalo gear, like, drawn on it. He's got a Fago in one hand and an axe in the other, and he definitely knows the way. Oh, Democrat or Republican? My political affiliation is whatever's the lesser of two evils. What you got here?
Picture.
Of?
Something.
I'm showing it to people.
Okay.
Like, this is what my daughter just painted.
I like paint.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Go paint.
Paint!
See, like, I'm not, like, I honestly don't lean towards one or the other when it concerns my political affiliations. I don't care. Like, whatever, like, whichever one can sell them the best is the one that I'm going to fucking vote for. And this last time it was Gary Johnson, actually, that got my vote because of that shit. Because it was like, oh, Hillary's, you know, like Hillary's emails and grab her by the pussy. And after that, I'm just like, okay, what else is left? Oh, hey, this guy wants to completely legalize marijuana. I'm in. I want that guy. Oh yeah, what up, Deviltree? Cole going into fucking Discord and taking all the fucking Pokemon, both you and Goat Boy. Don't know what's wrong with you people. Right? Oh, dude, Big Bad Wolf, I definitely agree to that. Weed is definitely the way. I can totally agree to that. So, yeah. Back to what I was saying, though, you know, like, you know how it is when it concerns my show. Like, I easily get sidetracked. But one of the things that I wanted to say when it concerns all of this King Crimson shit is I'm actually trying to help him out here. All right, like, despite every fiber of my being, because I don't like the guy, I'm actually going to try to make the effort and help him out with this, okay? You got haters, all right? Just accept it. I've got haters, you know? Even your wife has fucking said some shit about that shit, Crimson, with the fact that apparently nobody fucking likes me, even though I've got like 31 people watching. And I've got like 466 comments alone on this motherfucker. But nobody likes me. But the idea behind it is like, look at it this way, okay? Rather than trying to continually justify yourself about everything that you've said or everything that other people have fucking said, the only reason why it's continuing is because fucks are given. You keep giving fucks about everything that people say about you. You will fucking go off the hinge just if somebody says something about how you don't jiggle the handle after you flush the toilet. Okay? Like, you know, it's gotten to that point where you have to explain yourself about everything. You're on YouTube, motherfucker. You make videos. That's all you need to do. And just like the Big Bad Wolf, you just have to not give a fuck. Be completely out of fucks. You don't have any fucks to give. To this person right here, he says, I like you, buddy. You're attractive looking. And I will agree to that. But to show how much you like me, go in the description, click on the link, and buy one of these shirts. Show me how much you like me. But, you know, correct me if I'm wrong on that. You know, CPN and I, after the end of No Fucks Given Radio, we ended up talking about our tenure here. And I ended up explaining to him, because I didn't want to talk about it on the show as the show was wrapping up. The fact that Crimson decided that he's no longer going to be doing videos and live streams on YouTube anymore because they keep on getting flagged or people keep on giving him hate and all this other stuff. And the funniest thing, though, is that he is quitting when it concerns this shit now. Imagine what it would have been like if King Crimson was on YouTube 8 years ago, 9 years ago, when Child's Play Ninja and myself and, you know, the Boy Blue, White Boy, Test Dummy 22, and a bunch of other fucking people were getting their start here on YouTube. Think about that, okay? Things on YouTube, before it was even bought out by Google, back then it was the wild, wild west. It was medieval times on YouTube 10 years ago, where people, not literally, but figuratively, were getting lynch mobbed because of stupid shit. It's only gotten, like, it's honestly improved a little bit over the years, but we were able to get away with so much more back then. You have no idea how many times people would be calling me a faggot and all of this other stuff. People would calling me a faggot. Something of, like, I don't know how many times I would have somebody by the name of Fire Shit tell me I was getting nigger AIDS or something like that because of something that I said. People were fucking bonkers when it concerned that type of shit back in the day. But here I still stand. There, over there, CPN still stands. The boy Blue is kind of just lost in a fucking drunken haze. Some people ended up leaving because of that shit. Other people started leaving because shit got boring for them. Okay, there we go. It's like that, yeah, Doubletree, in agreement. It was a wild ride back in the day, man. And we got shit on hard. And being a fucking juggalo in this public forum, think about that. In this public forum, the juggalo, we're the juggalo community. We're the outcasts of society, so to speak, blah, blah, blah. We were even fucking fighting off, we were fighting off each other. Because of the fact that we had, family kids in the fold and shit like that, or, people who were faking the funk. All of that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? That was the fun, that was funny to us. And guess what? No fucks were given. Now, because of the shit that's happening now, in the way people are trolling now and being haters now, and it's causing Krimzon X to fucking want to leave YouTube, so he's not going to do live streams and make videos anymore. The only videos that he's going to be releasing are going to be fucking, like music videos and shit. Think about that. If he does shit, if he's leaving because of shit that went on now, he would have never been able to fucking survive on YouTube back in the day. He never would have. He wouldn't have lasted 5 fucking minutes. The minute somebody found out that he was on here and he's a fucking juggalo. Exactly. That's another thing too, Killer Switch. The trolls these days are fucking weak. The problem is, for that dude, is the simple fact that he gives too many fucks. He cares too much about what other people think about him, despite whether or not he admits it. He tries to convince himself. As the type of person that he is, he tries to convince himself that the things that haters fucking say, or what? Wait, what was it? They hating on the king, man. They making me rich. Yeah, but they're also making the king cry. That's the sad thing. The king may get rich, but he's fucking crying his eyes out. He is crying. And no amount of fucking stacks of $100 bills that he got from whether it be his fucking job or, a payday loan or whatever the fuck. Like, seriously, is it really that hard to fucking get that many stacks? These days, like, all you really have to do is just go online and get 2 fucking payday loans for $2,000. Boom, you got $4,000 in $100 bills. Is it really that fucking hard to get that shit? And not to mention when he was talking about how fucking much money he's got and all this other stuff and showing off his stacks in a live stream, I do want to point this out. Why did it take you that long from the time you were on Dr. Phil till now to show everybody how much fucking money you had? I'm going to say this now, just like I did yesterday on No Fucks Given Radio. This type of shit is the exact same shit that he was doing locally before Dr. Phil. Like 4 or 5 years ago. He was doing the exact same shit. This is his alma mater. It's his MO. To do that shit. Oh yeah, I'm broke and blah blah blah. Well, look at all this money I got laying all over me. Look at me making it rain with $100 bills. No one gives a fuck. I will say that. What up, Evil Tracy? I'm not going to be able to make whoop stock. But it is what it is, you know. I only watch Dr. Phil when ICP's on it. But, you know, and then at the same time, he ended up making another live stream where he was actually calling me out. He called me out. And he ended up fucking saying something about meeting him since we're both in the same city. He wants me to meet him and fucking go toe-to-toe with him. One-on-one, no weapons, just the fisticuffs. And I'm like, you know, you're really taking haters too fucking far. You know, one of the rules that we have on the internet really is what happens on the internet is going to stay on the internet, and that's as far as it's going to go. Once you try to make shit personal, that's when shit is going to get out of control. As a prime example, okay? So like CPN, we all know what his real name is. And so there was one guy who was threatening CPN because he lived in the same city in Tucson, Arizona. And he's like, if I ever catch you, I'm going to fucking, you know, shoot your ass or something like that, or stab you or whatever. He threatened CPN verbally. And then turned around and went to Boy Blue, and he asked Boy Blue for CPN's real name, and Blue ended up giving out that information. Gave out his real name without CPN's permission. So now, you know, you apparently have this guy that knows CPN's real name, is going to try to find out where he lives, and then find CPN to fucking shoot or stab him or whatever the fuck, you know? Like, that takes it well outside of the realm of the internet. You know, that kind of shit. But everything that goes on here, where I'm just sitting here, I'm just sitting in front of a fucking PlayStation and a TV and talking shit. You know, that's basically all I'm doing. And, you know, they try to call me out on that, saying that, you know, all I do on my channel is I just sit in front of a camera and dog people. And so the fuck what? Yeah, I do. I don't give a fuck. But the fact is I keep it on the internet. I'm not out actively looking for King Krimzon or anything like that. I'm not trying to find out where he fucking lives and all that other stuff. Somebody else ended up doing that, and they fucking drew a dick on his fucking house. You know, somebody else ended up doing that later, and he fucking, you know, he got his fucking car keyed or some shit like that. You know, that's the facts. And that's what I actually relate on, is the facts. And I'm not going to rap battle him either, because I'm not a rap battler. I don't fucking do that shit. I do what I do best in front of this camera, talking to y'all. I fucking just turn on a camera and I talk facts shit-wise. And that's the important thing to me. After that, you know, after I turn this camera off, I fucking go off and I go do something else. You know? And that to me is what is the most important. And just the fact that I keep things on the internet and nothing else. Crazy bro, there was no police report. I call bullshit. I can agree to that. See, yeah, that was another thing too. Like, you watched my video where I was talking about him, and I actually had a couple of things popping up about King Krimzon, because, like, this isn't the first time that Krimzon had actually threatened litigation on me, or involving the court system and stuff like that, all because somebody was fucking talking shit on the internet. Welcome to the internet, motherfucker. Everybody talks shit. When the internet started, there was only two reasons for the internet. And that was to bitch about movies and share pornography with one another. And then after that, they started adding other things like interaction with other people and stuff like that, you know? I look like I'm called Travis? No, dude, like, I am totally unbro. Am I missing anything here? This guy looks like Ryan Dunn. Let's see. So far, I apparently I look like a guy named Travis. I look like Ryan Dunn. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people tell me that I look like Seth Rogen. And in my younger years, a lot of people told me I look like Monoxide Child. I'm sure that everybody can see that. Like, you know, if I shaved the mustache up a little bit and I didn't have puffy cheeks and stuff like that, like maybe if my bone structure was a little bit different, I probably would. But, you know, that's basically one of the reasons why I grow my hair out as long as I do. Because a lot of people are just like, dude, you look so much like fucking Madrox. Or Monoxide. No, I don't. I don't vape. Scroll back to my comment. Hold on a second, Evil Tracy. Let's see what you did. Okay. I'm looking. I think it cut it off. No, I don't speak French. I look like a fat biker with shit ton of ink. What'd you write on? What'd you put on there this time?
Yeah. Me done.
She wrote like this is what my daughter just drew. Oh, dude, yes, I love deathcore, dude. Metal, anything metal is usually my shit. Like that's what my daughter just drew. She drew a picture of a girl saying "help." That's awesome.
No, it's hello, hi.
Oh, it looks like it says help. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Evil Tracy, I tried scrolling back and it doesn't show anything. I think it cut it off.
Where do I put this so I can drive?
Oh, Crazy Puffy Cheek Squirrel. Yes, System of a Down. I listen to System of a Down. What?
Where do I put this?
Put it on the fridge.
But I need to put it somewhere so I can drive.
Put it on the table. And then when it dries, put it on the fridge. Come on, Go Boy, you know me. Fuck you. I listen to metal, dude. If it's metal, then fuck yeah, I will. Strippers make good money, even the ugly ones. He pimps out his wife under the pretense it's show-related business. LOL. Even. Oh, let's see. Dude, you're fucking yeah. Evil Tracy, you're out of control. Yeah, chances are that if it's metal, chances are I either have listening to it's either I have listened to it or I'm going to listen to it, or if I haven't, I'd be willing to. I'll at least listen to that shit once. You know, I'll listen to anything at least once. No, I don't play Call of Duty. Any Call of Duty. Or Battlefield. You know, I don't play first-person shooters. Oh, out of control, but on point. Yep, that is the truth right there. Right then and there. That is the fucking truth. Same here, Big Bad Wolf. I was born in 1982. Offspring's not fucking metal, but I still listen to it. Yes, Eric Daily Videos. I agree to that. I am awesome. And I am cool. You didn't say awesome, but I was just prophasing there. Liquid Tension, Experiment, Super Technical Instrumental Metal. No, Echo Side. Did you ever listen to Sadomasochism or Flesh for the Beast? Like the local metal band that was around here? I think Crazy McNuggy Nuggets is hitting his keyboard with his forehead. Alright, go. You're making the damn thing dance. Have you listened to Attila's 3.6? No, I haven't. I don't play Fortnite. A lot of people have actually suggested that I play Fortnite. Go! Dude, I love the fuck out of Typo Negative, and rest in peace, Peter Steele. Oh, you're friends with Ray? Nice. Let's see. My cousin's baby daddy was like I think he was the rhythm guitarist And Salmer was actually a pretty cool guy. Like, Salmer was actually a pretty cool guy, too, when he was in there back in the day. Pantera? Of course Pantera. Come on, Rydas. Like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't I listen to Pantera? Like, I have been an avid listener. Even before Dimebag got shot, I've been listening to Pantera. Attila, I've heard some good things. Whitechapel, I have not listened to Whitechapel. My girlfriend has actually gotten into listening to Ghost BC. Metallica, yeah, but like Metallica's overplayed as fuck. Like, I'm tired of Metallica. Although I'll never get tired of listening to Megadeth. I don't know why. Did I ever hear of the local GR band Kuru? No, I have not ever. I think maybe in passing or something like that. Like somebody might have said something about Kuru, but no, I haven't. They had a chick guitarist in Flesh. Ingrid, I think was her name. She replaced some dude. Oh, that might have been my cousin's baby daddy. Because, like, he ended up, yeah, he was, like, after he joined Flesh for the Beast, that's why I know about Kuru. Because you keep talking to me about it. Like, not constantly, but every once in a while. You know what I'm saying. Go subscribe to my channel, Eric Daily Videos. I'll see what it is, but that's about it. Oh, that's how you know my cousin? Okay. Now, speaking of this right here with what Echoside just said, my cousin Gizzy, she is very well known, I guess, in the metal community here in West Michigan, and yeah, please make me a copy of that. Like, she actually she works for a company called Mosh Pit Nation, and I guess back in the day, like that's what I was talking about before. She works for Mosh Pit Nation, and I guess they used to do something with Krimzon before you know, before he started doing hip hop and stuff, because he wanted to get into the metal scene. He's a metal guy, and you know, like he completely fucking obliterated the metal scene, or at least helped in some way. The Lords of Acid, let's get high and have fun. And that's all I know from Lords of Acid. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Echo Side Fiend. Gizzy works for Mosh Pit Nation. And she's cool, fucking people, too. It's not metal, but Bon Jovi is the fucking shit. Like early Bon Jovi, like It's My Life, and that song that he did with fucking Sugarland absolutely sucked. Eastsider, the drummer Eric is one of my best friends to this day. Aha. Let's see. What did Eastsider say? Like, it totally... Oh, yeah. So... yeah, that's basically what I had on the list. Like the first thing, okay, so we figured out what to do with the NES Man shirts. So there's that. So if you want if you know what, I'm gonna take out this shirt right here for like the next few minutes or so. Hold on a second while I load the second screen up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these shirts down here on the bottom shelf, and I'm going to display the NES Man shirt, or at least the NES Man logo, if I can't find said shirt. And if there is somebody that has interest in purchasing one of these shirts, okay, I'm just going to show the logo. Okay. This is the NES Man logo that I had created. Now, I actually had I think this is what I'm going to do now, is that this is supposed to be on one of these shirts, but it ended up getting pulled away for people who, you know, might be new to this shit. Mike Bergeron, yes, I play Zelda, but I have not really gotten into anything since the Super Nintendo Link to the Past. I like the bird's eye view shit and everything. Never really was a fan of the Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. So anybody who has interest in possibly getting one of these that hasn't already, send me $17 to my PayPal with your name, address, the shirt size, and the color you want, and I will send you a shirt with this logo on it. RJ, to be totally honest, what I'm intending on doing is I'm actually going to get in touch with a couple of people and try to have it so that way the Hatchet Man can be removed and replaced with a Nintendo controller. Now I'm going to try to get it so that way it looks very similar to running with a console, except I'm going to crop. I want the dreadlocks cropped down and have it so they're wearing a backwards baseball cap. Other than that, everything else pretty much would remain the same. I still want to try to see if I can get this to look completed, but anybody who actually is willing to send me a rough draft of this design, remove the Hatchet Man, remove and replace it with like a controller. Make sure it's a Nintendo controller, mind you. Like, you could probably do it just like it is up here with this shirt, where he's holding it by the cord. And then get the hair removed and replace it with a backwards baseball cap. Send me a solid picture version of that. And then after that, we'll see where it goes. And then I'll be able to re-add the Nintendo controller design onto it myself. What, this one up here? Like DTB? Thank you, Lakeland. I'd appreciate that. If you need any of the raw materials or anything like that, just let me know, because I'll give you everything that I need. But anyways, DTB, like, they didn't get rid of this one because this is fan made. It doesn't involve, like, it doesn't look as obvious with a Nintendo controller as this one. I mean, he's holding a controller, which you can obviously tell is Nintendo. And same thing with this fan art from Lakeland Lunacy. It's got like a top loader sitting right at the side, but it's so small, it's not like you can tell that it says Nintendo or anything like that, you know? But yeah, this one over here, like, you can, like, anybody who's worth their salt knows what a fucking Nintendo controller fucking looks like. The same thing with the console and everything like that. See, this I think was cool now that I'm looking at them. Lakeland Lunacy drew a top loader. And then Ninja with a Pencil ended up drawing a front loader. Like, that's dope. Like, both versions. Yeah, I know it's Nintendo, but like, it's not as obvious as this Hatchet Man right here. But another possible theory that I had was very similar to. Oh, thank you, DTB. DBT, whatever. So like I was saying, another possible theory that I had for something like this getting taken down might have been the same thing with Krimzon X and how people keep on fucking tagging him and saying that he's bullying or slanderous or something like that, you know, just whatever they can say in order to get the video removed. They might have gone to Teespring to find a way on how to get that t-shirt removed, you know, from me, you know, that kind of thing. But it doesn't necessarily fuck with my livelihood all that much because the campaign had already ended and I already made out with all the loot. So it doesn't necessarily matter all too much to me, because all of the other shirts that I have are shirts that I've designed myself, or I've had somebody sending me fan art and other things of that nature. Mike Bergeron, I tried playing Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 64, and it just I couldn't figure it out. Echo Side Fiend, there is a way for me to still be able to sell the NES Man shirts, and what it is that you would have to send me $17 via PayPal. And then when you send it to me, make sure that in the notes it says your name, your address, the size of the shirt that you want, you know, and you have to make sure that it's meant. You have to let me know that it's meant for the NES Man shirt. So you have to say, this is for the NES Man shirt. Here's my name. Here's my address. Here's my shirt size. I want it in men's or women's, and I want it in this color. Like, that's all you really have to do. Hey, stop indoor voice, please. Thank you. Sounds like, yeah, right, LOL, sounds like Chuck. I hope they don't try to take it down its fire, but there should be a Shaggy version first. Alright. Yeah, that might work out too, Echo Side Fiend. Do I have it in periwinkle? No. Like, just give me one of 16 colors, okay? Or black or white or gray. You know, like come on. Think guy, alright? Like, I'm not going to try to see if I can find it in maroon or anything like that. If it's in red, I can get it in red. You know, like, just ask Warlockside. He got it in red. Or lime green, because that's what, fuck, who was it that bought it in lime green? You know, somebody bought it in fucking lime green. Oh, Sarah Pasquill. She ended up buying it in lime green. Riders187 bought it in black. You know, like, Fireball Fuchsia. Fuck you, okay? Just, fuck you, Timmy. Alright, just tell me, okay, you know what? You Fireball Fuchsia, fuck that shit. Red, alright? You're getting it in red. But nevertheless, okay, so, yeah, and Timmy, we got it in lime green. I'll see if I can find it in 5X for lime green. If you send me something, like I said, PayPal. Send it to me. Send $17 to my PayPal. Let me know it's for the NES Man shirt. Give me, you know, give me your mailing address, your real name, this along with the $17, the shirt size that you want, and the fucking and the color. Sorry about that. Kids decided that, daddy's trying to talk, so let's try to scream like an invalid. Or something like that, I don't know. But nevertheless, though, you know, that's basic. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Yeah, I had to go peg off some zombies, Mike. But nevertheless, you know, like I said, you want the shit, send it to my PayPal. My PayPal is my email, KreyzMcKormik@gmail.com. Just let me know that that's what it's for. Because if you don't tell me that this is for the NES Man shirt, I'm just going to assume that it's it's a fucking donation. Like, that's basically it, how it is. Taking out of control to the next level. Yeah, pretty much. But, yeah, I basically have overstepped my time. I was actually planning on leaving about 20 minutes ago. So, thank you for everybody that ended up watching and commenting and all that other shit. Thank you for everybody that's actually supporting this channel, whether it be for my t-shirts, watching the ads, or being a part of Patreon. So before you even leave, check out that description because I got links out the ass in that description. I'll tell you what, RJ, this is what you do. You go to the store and you see a box of Crayola that has 16 colors in it. Just close your eyes, reach in, pull one out, and whatever that one is, tell me that's the color. Thank you, DBT TBD. Echo Side. Yeah, definitely, Timmy. We definitely gotta fucking do that shit. Juggalo Knuckles. Yes, Juggalo Knuckles. What the fuck is up? He knows the way. So, nevertheless, you're gonna slap the shit out of me? Well, what if I don't want you to do that? Fuck you, Tracy. Okay. Periwinkle is not one of 16 colors. Shut up, Ryan. What up, keyboard builder? And we got Twisted Clown the Magic Ninja up in here again. Krimzon is not necessarily gone from YouTube. I think he's just not going to be doing any video vlogs, and he's not going to be doing live streams anymore because, you know, he was crying. It is what it is, I guess. Them popsicles aren't for you. It was a lime popsicle. God damn it, Ryan, I'm going to send you a red shirt. Violet is purple, alright? Cyan is blue. Quebec? You live in Quebec, Canada? I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. But anyways, yeah, so 20 minutes past my due date, so I'm getting the fuck out of here. School bus yellow, I think I can do that. I can definitely do school bus yellow. Which reminds me, I think that we need to get a picture of a bus and put fucking Mr. McInhose's face in the bus. Somewhere in the fucking magic yellow bus. Send you a Faygo. I'd have to take a look and see what the shipping costs is for a Faygo. And then you send me the money and I'll do it. But nevertheless, you know, like I said, if you have interest in that, and be real, like I said, tell me, send me $17 in the PayPal. Let me know that it's for the NES Man. Give me your mailing address. Give me your name, not your fucking nickname, your Juggalo name or whatever. Your real name, shirt size, color, and I'll get it made for you. Nevertheless, I'm getting out of this bitch. So thank you for everybody that's been participating and watching me. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting me via Patreon, as well as you know, as well as my t-shirt sales and watching my shit. So that's basically what it is. Blood is red. YouTube beggar is boy blue. Don't like me, kiss my ass and fuck you. Alright, enough of this shenanigans. Alright, I'm out of this bitch, deuces. And if you want to get a hold of me off of this, just hit me up on Messenger. You know where to look for me. Just go on Facebook and search KreyzMcKormik on Messenger. Alright, until then, I'm out. Deuces. And the shocker.